Hey guys, how are you? I know some of you guys are not gonna be too fond of this message, but listen, like, I have to do what the Lord tells me to do. And honestly, this is not hard for me. It's not hard for me because I've been like this my whole life, where I've always just been nice to people. Even if they hurt me, I've always been just nice to them, unless I cut them off. But if they've ever reached out to me, I will still be nice to them. I'm not the kind of person that's going to be like, oh, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to check up on you, see if you're okay. If they reach out to me and they say, how are you doing? Let's check up on you. I'll reach out back, So it's not hard for me to be nice to my enemies. But I know some of you guys, this is your battle. This is your struggle, and it's forgiveness and, not holding any grudges like that. I had to work on. But, God has been really placing Luke in my heart. And I told you guys this, even when I got the Greece message, right, for someone, God gave me Luke around that same time. And like I said, Luke talked about a lot of the stuff I was talking about before, about the ancestral covenants. And Luke talked about that as well. It also talked about loving your enemies in Luke, right? And I know a lot of you guys go through so much. And I just want to let you guys know that a big part of growth, a big part of change, a big part of being humble, a big part of being a child of God is loving your enemies despite what they've done to you, right? You have to be the bigger person at the end of the day. And I know that's hard for a lot of people because you don't want to be nice to someone who has hurt you. You don't want to be nice to someone who has slandered you. You don't want to be nice to someone who's tarnished your name. You don't want to be nice to someone who just has evil intentions towards you or who's done magic to you or tries to block your progression. I totally get it, right? But God, it's not about what we want. It's about what God wants, right? And I just wanted to give you guys this word and let you guys know, because God really put in my heart for the last 2 days that your enemies are going through a lot right now, and they do need your prayers. I pray for my enemies all the time. So this is when I got this word. It's really nothing new, but I knew that it was for you guys as well, because many of you guys may not be praying for your enemies. I know some of you guys may be praying more for wrath or more for God to take care of them. You know what I mean? I have a hard time even doing that. Like, I've probably done that one time or twice where I'm like, God, I'm going to pray a David prayer today because I can't take it no more. And this was like recently I did this, and usually I don't, and I kind of felt bad even doing that, right? But God was telling me that your enemies do need your prayers, because you have to remember, guys, at the end of the day, despite what they've done, listen, don't come for me and be like, Steph, listen, I'm not saying what they're doing is okay. I'm not validating their actions at all. So please, nobody twist these words, okay? You have to understand that this is someone's soul. These are people's souls. It's not about the flesh. You know what I mean? It's about their souls at the end of the day. It's about their freedom. I would never be happy for someone to be trapped and to be the devil's minion, to be trapped, for the devil to be this person's puppet master. Like, I would not be happy for someone to be in that position, for someone's soul to be trapped in the realm. Okay, what I mean by that is for someone's soul to be completely trapped in the spiritual realm to the point where they can't even function properly in 3D. Now they have to take drugs to get through things. They have to do a lot of evil just to feel sane. I don't know if you guys understand, but when you have some sort of covenant with the devil's going to keep bothering you. The devil's going to keep sending demons to you to force you to do stuff because you've taken that oath with the devil, which means now you gotta please the devil. It's like when God comes to us and says, Steph, you got to put out a word for everybody, or Steph, you got to do this, or Steph, you got to do that. We do it because we want to please God, but it's in a positive way, right? It's the same concept with the devil, but in a negative way, where if people are not doing the evils that they usually do, the devil's going to bug them to do it. If they're not summoning up demons like they used to, the devil's going to bug them to do it. Why do you think people change and get their lives together and they stop doing all this evil stuff? Why do you think the devil taunts them harder? Why do you think it was hard for them to get out of that lifestyle. Do you see what I'm saying? And if you don't believe me, go look at John Ramirez's story. Why do you think it was so hard for him to transition over to Christ after working for the devil? Because the devil's like, I'm not about to lose you. If you're not going to work for me, I'm taking you out. Do you see what I'm saying? So God is saying that there's a lot of your enemies that need your prayer right now, because their souls are trapped. Now that they are trying to convert back over and they're trying to find God, or they're really starting to really take time out and think about their actions and think about things that they have done, it's starting to get to them, and they're realizing now that they are trapped. They're realizing now that it's hard. There's children in the area. Oh, I feel bad for winding up my window, but I have to get the word out. I feel so bad.
Mom, can you open this?
1 second, baby, 1 second. You're gonna eat that? You just ate. So why do you want to open it? You want to eat it again? Okay. So their souls are trapped. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, y'all, people don't understand how difficult it is to transition from dark to light. This is why I always tell you guys, it's not worth even going into that for like 2 seconds. It's not worth getting revenge. It's not worth doing any type of magic, any type of ritual. It's not worth summoning up any type of demon, because once you do it, basically you work for the devil. Now you're gonna have to please the devil, and if you don't, the devil's gonna either take you out or the devil's gonna make your life bad. Okay? And then when you try to pray to God and come back, you know, God's gonna, I don't feel God will forsake people, but at the same time, if you've taken that oath, it's going to be a lot harder to get back over, right? That's why I always tell you guys, be careful of what you're doing. It's not worth it, okay? And the thing about it is, I feel really sad because these are souls that are trapped. This is why when things happen to me, I don't really, you know, I don't give my enemies the same energy they give me, because I know deep down that their battles are harder. Like, it may not be as hard as my battle, but I know their battles is just as hard, or mine may be harder, or their may be harder. Regardless, a battle is a battle. Regardless, everyone's going through something. People just handle it differently, and some people just have an evil mind, evil heart. But it doesn't mean that they don't need your prayer. It doesn't mean that they don't, you know, that they don't have feelings as well. It doesn't mean that they don't have a soul that has to be saved as well at the end of the day. Do you see what I'm saying? So I just want to read this passage to you guys from Luke. This is what God really placed on my heart. I was literally about to get some stuff done, because I just got back and I'm really like overwhelmed with a bunch of stuff I have to do so I can get my week started, because I got to make sure my family's good first before I start coaching calls and all that. So I was really overwhelmed, and I have to go out and stuff, and God was just like, please make a video and talk about this. And I'm like, okay, Father, okay. But Luke, this is Luke 6 verse 27, okay? But I say unto you which hear, love your enemies, do good to them which hate you, bless them that curse you, and pray for them which despitefully use you. And unto him that smiteth thee unto the one cheek, offer to the other. See, it's hard reading the old King James version. I usually read the NIV version. Basically, if someone slaps you in the face, he's saying turn to the other side, let him slap you again, basically, right? Give to every man that asks of thee, and of him that taketh away the good, ask them not again. And as ye would that man should do to you, you do also to them likewise. For if ye love them which love you, what thank you have thee? For sinners also love those that love them. Okay, so basically, when you love your enemies, it means a lot more than when you love someone that loves you, because you're being a bigger person. You're doing a lot more loving someone that hates you than loving someone that loves you, because loving someone that loves you, it's obvious you're gonna love them. But when you love someone that hates you, it just shows your heart. It shows you being a child of God. It shows like how much of a bigger person you are, right? So guys, pay attention to Luke 6 verse 27 to 36. Okay, your enemies are going through a lot right now, and right now I feel like it's a battle between some of your enemies are going back to God, and and some of them, they're trapped, right? So they need your prayers right now. And I know you guys don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. And pray for your enemies. They really need your prayers right now, okay? Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.